The roller coaster of life. That's right, you heard me. In life, there's highs, there's mediums, and there's lows. And all of life is just up and down and up and down. And it's almost like you can't even quite predict it. Because we've all been there. When things are high, man, things are great. Everything feels good. The sun's shining on your face. Everything is good. You're just smiling all the time. Seems like good things just keep on happening left and right for no inexplicable reason. And you're just like, wow, awesome, great, love it, enjoy it. And then, things kind of come down. And there's that medium phase where you're not quite high, you're not quite low, you're somewhere in the middle. And seems to be some good days, seems to be some bad days. There seems to be some days where you're kind of sort of going for it, but you're kind of not really feeling it. Been there, right? And then, of course, man, there's the lows. You guys know those lows, man. When it's just one thing goes wrong, another thing goes wrong within your family, something financially hits you the wrong way, and something else seems to break down on your car or in your house, and it's just like everything just seems to be going backwards, man. And you just sit there, tears and all, like crying and reflecting, like, what is happening, man? Like you literally have to like look in the mirror and reflect, like, what am I doing wrong? Now, don't get me wrong, man. I have them too. Everybody else around you. Don't let social media fool you with people and their smiling faces. They're going through their highs and lows too. Some people just have to like portray happiness even though they're really sad, trying to get out the funk, which is ironic. But anyways, there's just something about being low, man, that it makes you reflect. It makes you look at your heart. It makes you think. It makes you wonder, like, what is going on with me? Like, what have I done to cause this? And there's only about those lows where you're way more reflective and you're way more willing to make changes. When you're at the bottom of the bottom, the only way you can go is up. So you start trying to make changes. You try to get better habits. You try to eliminate bad habits. All this change is burned like this burning fire based on wanting to get out of that low. See, when you're high or medium, it's possible to change. It's possible to improve. But when you're at the very bottom, you're willing to grind more than you ever have before. You're willing to work like you never have before because you want to get out of it. Been there, done that. Now look, here's the thing. That low could be for a couple hours, a couple days, weeks, months, years. People just don't get out of it. They try and cover it up with drugs and alcohol and sleeping around and all these other dumb things. And they stay in that low for years. Eventually, you have to get tired of it and you have to start willing to make some changes. And once you do, then you can start coming back up. But here's what gets me when people are in that middle section. Not necessarily high, not necessarily low, but somewhere in the middle. You kind of have your good days, kind of have your bad days, kind of just sort of going through life. Look, man, if you're not willing to improve every day, if you're not trying to get better every day, it's just a matter of time till that dip down comes, man. Now, look, I have my highs and lows too, but here's the thing. When you're willing to improve every single day, those lows, they only last a couple hours, couple minutes, couple days. But when you're not prepared to make the changes, when you're not prepared to force yourself to grow and reflect, that can hit you pretty hard. And it might take days, months, and years to recover from that low. So my point that I'm trying to tell my brothers and sisters that I love you guys and I want to see you succeed is you got to get better every day. It doesn't matter if you're high, middle, or low. There's always room to improve, to work, to just try and figure out how can I be more effective? How can I be a better father, wife, husband, whatever the case, brother, sister, whatever it is for your job. Like, we all have areas that we can improve in. And the more you're reflecting about it, the more you're thinking about it, when you do come to those lows, just come right back up. And those highs just seem to get even higher. But I just want to let you guys know that's a natural cycle in life. They're coming. They're always going to be there. And so what I want for you guys is, if you're constantly in the state of reflecting and making changes, those lows will be much shorter and those highs will be drastically higher and they'll come that much faster. Now, who wouldn't want that? Now, look, this doesn't happen overnight. This is just a constant grind, a constant time of changing and reflecting. And I know you can do it because you can accomplish anything you want as long as you want to sacrifice and put in the work. I believe in you. Be ready for those roller coasters of life.